Namaste, children. So, again, I welcome all of you to the mathematics classes. So, I'm Sridharian, I'm a mathematics teacher, and today I would like to discuss on coordinate geometry. See, in mathematics, you have studied so many branches. And if I ask you to recall all the names of those branches you have studied, so it comes one by one. See, first one, arithmetic. See, since from your fifth standard, you are studying arithmetic and you are working on arithmetic. You know what does it contain. Apart from that, you are very familiar with algebra, and of course, your most liking subject is geometry because you know you will have some constructions in that that will be very catchy for any kind of student. Geometry, I think it's your interesting subject. Other than that, you have studied statistics and number theory, that's the most important part of mathematics, and then probability and so on. After having studied all these branches, so there are some more branches which are not familiar to you and which you do not know. So let me introduce one such chapter. Before that, please look at this example. I want a straight line here. Carefully observe this straight line and it is named as AB. Dear children, listen to this very carefully. I want you to tell me the length of this segment AB. For that, you will not be allowed to use scale, you will not be allowed to use measuring tape and any measuring device for that matter. Without using any instrument, I want you to tell me the exact length of the line AB that is drawn. Think over it. Is it possible? Yeah, definitely possible. We will come to that later. Who doesn't know this? This is a circle. Inside the class, if I ask you to draw a circle of radius 3 centimeters, sir, yes sir, we will draw it. Circle of radius 5 centimeters, of course sir, that can be drawn. Suppose if I put you the same question in the other way, children, can you draw a circle of diameter 10 centimeters? Now, oh sir, yeah, diameter is 10 means radius is fine, we will draw it. Then, look at this circle. Without the help of any instrument, any mathematical instrument, can you tell me the radius of this circle? Or, in the classroom, on your class notebook, with your instruments, with your that is divider, compass and all, can you draw a circle of radius 50 meters? Can you draw a circle of 500 meters? Can a circle of 1000 kilometers be drawn on a plane of paper? That is my question. See, either it is a straight line, or it is a circle, or it is some other example. My intention is you have to tell me the required measurement. For that, you are not allowed to use any kind of instrument. Is it possible in mathematics? Definitely possible. So, that's the question. Can you draw a circle of radius 500 meters? Yes, it can be drawn. How? This question, that was a big question for mathematicians. For so many years, it was made possible by our mathematicians by inventing a new branch of mathematics called coordinate geometry. And this is our point of discussion. Our name of the chapter is coordinate geometry. We will discuss everything on this unit, a very basic thing on this unit, coordinate geometry. Sir, then what is coordinate geometry, sir? Let me see. Look at this. Carefully observe this. Read every word very carefully. Coordinate geometry is a branch of mathematics which is the combination of algebra and geometry. I repeat, coordinate geometry is a branch of mathematics which is the combination of the totality of both algebra and geometry. All geometrical concepts you know are learnt by applying the methods of algebra. So algebra will help us to know all the concepts, all the learnt concepts of geometry, and these two together, so they combine together to give us a new branch of mathematics called coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry is a branch of mathematics which is the combination of algebra and geometry. All geometrical concepts are learnt by applying the methods of principles of algebra. So that is coordinate geometry. So here coordinate word, you should carefully understand this. Coordinate. Algebra will coordinate geometry and geometry will in turn coordinate algebra. So as such, in coordinate geometry, it is also called as analytical geometry in your higher branches of higher levels of studies. So it doesn't specify you to draw the diagram for the given problem for it to be solved. Let us see some of the basics. Where is this analytical geometry is being used? Which are those branches? So it's used in physics, it's in engineering, geology, and it is in arts. Wherever you go, coordinate geometry, so that will play its own role. So he is the man behind the invention of this branch called coordinate geometry. He is none other than Sri Rene Descartes. He was a Greek philosopher and a mathematician, and he is believed to have started this branch of mathematics for the first time. And all credits of coordinate geometry should go to Rene Descartes, undoubtedly. Now in this unit, these are the things we cover: distance formula, suction formula, area of a triangle, not half into base into height, it is analytical. So how is it? We'll show. Before that, we shall focus on some of the basic concepts in coordinate geometry. You know this. By looking at this diagram, you can say, sir, this is a graph. I mean to say, sir, this is a graph sheet. Look at these children. They are the straight lines. So they intersect perpendicularly at the common point. And that point, you know, it is called as origin, right? And the horizontal line, actually it is a number line, integer line, whatever you can call it, is a number line. The horizontal number line is called x-axis, and the vertical line which passes through x-axis at origin perpendicularly is called y-axis. Both x and y are together called as x-axis, and they form a plane. What do they form? By intersecting each other perpendicularly, they form a plane, and we call it as coordinate plane. So by this intersection, a plane has been divided into 4 parts. The first one is called the first quadrant. Here, example 3, 2. So 3 represents x coordinate and 2 represents y coordinate. Whatever you write, 4, 3, 1, 5, whatever it is. So both x and y, x coordinate and y coordinate of a point are positive. Both are greater than 0. When x and y are positive, that point lies in the first quadrant. That is the intention. What is first quadrant? So it is x, o, y plane. Coming to the second quadrant. Here a point will be like this. X is negative and y is positive. Minus 2, 3. Minus 1, 5. Minus 1, 1. So x being negative and y being positive, that such a point lies in second quadrant. The name of the second quadrant is, so here it is x-axis. X-axis is called as x, o, x dash, and y-axis is called y, o, y dash. And the second plane, that is second quadrant, is known as start from x. X dash, O, y plane. Coming to first quadrant, start from x, O, y plane. Coming to the third quadrant, here both x and y are negative. Minus 2, minus 4, minus 3, minus 7. Such points, they fall in the third plane, that is third quadrant. The name of the third quadrant is, start from x, x dash, O, y dash plane. Coming to the fourth, here x is positive and y is negative. 4, minus 2, 3, minus 7, 2, minus 6. Such points, they fall in the fourth quadrant. And the center one is known as origin. The coordinates of the point origin are 0, 0. Now, how to find the distance between any two points on x-axis? That is on the horizontal line. So, my intention, the next topic of the discussion is how to find the distance between any two points A and B which are on x-axis. Now, this is the coordinate plane. Origin, point A and point B. And what are the coordinates of the point A? 0, 4, that is 4 units away from y-axis. OB, it is 6 units away from y-axis. That is 0, 6, 0, 4, 0 are the coordinates. Now, what is the distance, exact distance between A and B? In the beginning, I told you, can you measure the length of the line without instruments? So, here is the answer for that. I am not using any scale. Okay. So, here, only mathematical expressions will give us the exact length of AB. How? See, OA is 4 units and OB is 6 units. Now, geometrically, the distance between AB is, solar line, the AB is OB minus OA. If you subtract the length OA from OB, you will get the exact distance AB. That is our intention. So, AB is 2 units. The length of AB is 2 units, or the distance between the points A and B is 2 units, or AB is of length 2 centimeters. If centimeters is the scale, you have chosen on the graph. That's the point. So, AB, that is the segment. So, the distance AB, again I am telling you, we are not using an instrument. So, it is OB minus OA. That is OB is, look at the other part of the graph, OB is 6 units, it is telling you, here it is, here, and OA is 4 units, 6 minus 4 is 2 units. Same thing is applied for those points which are on y-axis. See, 0, 3 and 0, 8 are on y-axis. Let us mark them. Origin, C, and the point D. So, D is 8 units away from x-axis and C is 3 units away from y-axis. I want CD. OC is 3 units and OD is 8 units. Geometrically, CD is, that is OD minus OC, the same principle, and it is 8 minus 3, that is 5 units. So, the length of AB, or the distance between C and D, is 5 units. So, obviously 5 centimeters if it is taken on a centimeter scale. It is clear, it is centimeter only. So, CD is 5 centimeters. Children, did we use any instrument here? No. Look at the importance and application of coordinate geometry with this specific example. Okay, with this much of knowledge, so we will extend this theory into many other aspects of mathematical applications. Let us see one by one. Point A is on x-axis, point C, it is on y-axis. See, here 2 points are not on the same axis, but they are on the different axis. How to find the distance AC? Now, one more example, that is point B is on x-axis and the point C is on y-axis. And what is the distance BD? See, for that, we will use Pythagoras theorem. Look at this, OCA is a right angle triangle. So, that is AC square is equal to OC square plus OA square. So, AC is root of 16 plus 9 and AC is root 25 and AC is 5 units. Similarly, the length BD under the root sign, 6 square plus 8 square, that is 34 plus 64, that gives you 100 under the root sign, and the length of the BD becomes 10 units. When the points are on different axes, that is one is on x-axis and one is on y-axis, so which will help us to give the distance, or which will help us to find the distance, means it is the Pythagoras theorem. So I repeat the Pythagoras theorem: in a right angle triangle, the square and the hypotenuse is exactly equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. In this way, the distances were found. Now, look at this example. The city B is 15 meters north to the city, and which is 36 kilometers due east from a point. How far is the city B from the initial point? Now we shall look at this on a graph sheet. Look at this. A is one city, that is 36 kilometers to east of one reference, and from that 15 kilometers above there is one more city, that is B. How far is B separated from A, or what is the distance between A and B? That is the question. One is 36 kilometers to east and one is 15 kilometers to north. Obviously, I want OB, that is distance of the point from the origin, that is OB. Again, I am using Pythagoras theorem. OA square, OB square equal to OA square plus AB square, that is 36 square plus 15 square. Quite a big number, but it is easy. 1296 plus 225, it is 1521. See, when it is under the root sign, OB is root of 1521, that is 39 kilometers. The second city is 39 kilometers away from the initial point. Initial point here will be the origin. Now, if you want to take this on a formula, same graph, x and y axes have been drawn. O is the point of intersection, that is origin. Its coordinates are 0, 0. A is x units away from y axis, and B is y units away from x axis. So what is the distance of B from O, that is B from origin, or any point from the origin? What is the distance? It is found by this formula. Apply Pythagoras theorem. OB square is equal to OA square plus AB square. So let the distance between O and B be represented by the small letter d. So d square is equal to x square plus y square. So d is root of x square plus y square. This is a formula. Please note this formula. Take the heading, that is distance of a point from the origin is given by t equal to root of x square plus y square. Did you take that? Shall we pass on? Let us quickly observe this figure. I will explain this. Look at this. Point P with coordinates x1, y1, point Q with coordinates x2, y2 are separated by a distance d. So Q is x2, y2, and you drop the perpendiculars PR and QR to x-axis. What is PR? Perpendicular to x-axis. What is QS? Perpendicular to x-axis. So then draw PT parallel to x-axis or perpendicular to QS. Let's go simple. PR and QS are the perpendiculars drawn onto x-axis. PT is the perpendicular drawn to QS. And the coordinates of the point T are x, y. Now I want the distance between P and Q. So that is line PQ, P with x1, y1, Q x2, y2, perpendiculars PR and QS to x-axis, and PT to QS. I have explained that. Now by the figure, PTRS is a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. PR equal to TS, QS equal to x2, and QR equal to x1, OP equal to y1, OQ equal to y2. So RS on calculation, it becomes x2 minus x1, and QT, that is equal to QS minus TS, that becomes y2 minus y1. So in the triangle PQT, the smaller triangle, if you apply Pythagoras theorem, you have PQ square is equal to PT square plus QT square. What is PQ? It is D, and the PT is, so here you can see that x2 minus x1 whole square, and qt is y2 minus y1 whole square. So if you write d, take the square root out, put the square root sign to the right hand side. So d becomes root of x2 minus x1 whole square, go slowly, plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So distance between any 2 points on the coordinate axis on the plane is found by this formula, that is d is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. The formula can be written in various ways. D x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under the root sign. The same formula can be written as d is equal to x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. You know, a minus b whole square is nothing but b minus a whole square. So I have given you that. Otherwise, you expand the terms from both the brackets. So you will get d is equal to root of x1 square plus x2 square plus y1 square plus y2 square minus 2 into x1 x2 plus y1 y2. Or in general, distance between any 2 points on a plane or any 2 points on the coordinate axis is given by, so difference of abscissa square plus difference of ordinate square taken under square root sign. This is very, very famous, very, very important formula, that is distance formula. One example, find the distance between 2, 3 and 4, 1. As I have told you earlier, no picture, no diagram is required. Now write the distance, because you want to find the distance, you write the distance formula, that is d is equal to, carefully observe this, root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Children, first point, that is 2, 3 is x1, y1. Second point is x2, y2. So by looking at that, you mark the data, that is you write down the data, x1 is 2 and x2 is 4, y1 is 3 and y2 is 1. What all you have to do now is you have to substitute these values properly in the formula. Right? Write d, write the square root sign, open the first bracket, difference of the ordinates. Either you write 2 minus 4 or 4 minus 2, it doesn't make any difference. So let's go by the formula x2 minus x1, that is 4 minus 2 whole square, plus difference of the y coordinates, that is 1 minus 3 whole square or 3 minus 1, whatever it is. Under the root sign, the first bracket is 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 square, plus 1 minus 3 is minus 2 whole square. Again, in the further step, under the root sign, first term is 4, second term is 4, connected by plus in between. So what is 4 plus 4? 8. Root 8, it's a third. It can be reduced. If you reduce that, under the root sign, you can write it as 4 into 2. 4 is a perfect square. Take it out, that is, it becomes 2. So the distance between the given points 2, 3 and 4, 1 on calculation is 2 root 2 units. Got it? 2 root 2 units. What all you have to do now is you have to substitute these values correctly in the proper position in the given formula. If substitution goes wrong, no one will help you. If substitution goes well, nobody can stop you from your reasoning abilities, right? See, in mathematics, substitution and clear writing with proper calculation, and you have to be very, very neat in showing the steps. Square root of, in the first bracket, that is, you have to write difference of x coordinates, that is 4 minus 2 whole square. That I told you can write it as 2 minus 4 also. You stick on to one principle, that is x2 minus x1 whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square. No changes, no confusions. Okay, then 4 minus 2 whole square, 4 minus 2 plus y2 minus y1. Look at y2, that is 1. What is y1? 3. That is 1 minus 3 whole square. In the next step, square root of, what is 4 minus 2? 2, 2 square. 1 minus 3, minus 2 whole square. Next step, 2 square is 4, minus 2 square is also 4, connected by plus in between. So 4 plus 4 is 8. Root 8 is a third, it is an irrational number. So we can reduce it. 4 into 2 is 8 under the root sign. The square root of 4 is 2, that will come out of the radical sign, that is come out of the square root sign, and it gives you 2 root 2 units. So here, please do not write 2 root 2 centimeters, 2 root 2 meters or like that. So it's only, you have to write only units because unit is not specifically mentioned. Now I can conclude this problem. The distance between 2 and 3, 2 comma 3 and 4 comma 1 is 2 root 2 units. Right? No figure is drawn, no scale is used, it's exactly 2 root 2 centimeters. Now, with all these discussions and with all these explanations, I shall leave this class by giving you a simple example that you can do it in your leisure time. But you have to do it, right? See, in the next class, if I come, I will ask you, did you do the problem which I gave you the last time? This is just similar to the problem I have explained you just a couple of minutes before. Find the distance between the points 3, 4 and 2, 1. I hope you will do this. In the next class, we will discuss some more problems on distance formula. Okay, children? In this class, you are made to know about a new branch of mathematics called coordinate geometry. René Descartes is believed to have introduced this branch of mathematics. In this, what is coordinate system, what is x-axis, what is y-axis, how a point is taken on x-axis and how a point is taken on y-axis, how will you find the distance of the points which are on x-axis or on the y-axis, how will you find the distance between the points, one being on x-axis and one being on y-axis, how far is the point from the origin, that is distance formula, distance of a point from the origin, and the final part of this discussion. So what is the distance, or how will you find the distance between any two points given in a plane? With this, I wish you a happy learning. Thank you.